Hey, good morning. It's June 26th. Um, this is Rick. I'm doing my morning meditation. Those of you that are following any of my 21-day challenge stuff, you know that I'm trying to incorporate more meditation back into my life. So I wanted to share, and I'm going to put some links to the full copy of this book, as well as this little pocket guide that I have here. Um, it's just a little simple one page thing that you fold into a little booklet. You can put it in your pocket, wallet, whatever, keep it with you. It's a book by Wallace Wattles, and this is just kind of a summary of it. And I keep this on at my meditation table. And this used to be part of my daily routine, and I got away from it because that's what we do. We let life get in the way. We get in a fight with a spouse. Somebody dies. We have a problem at work, whatever. We get distracted, and our problems become too big and become our focus, and we lose track of trying to better ourselves. So we have to remind ourselves to get back on that path. So I just wanted to share this with you, and I'm going to put some links to it. So it's called The Science of Getting Rich. It's not necessarily about getting rich with lots of money. It can be if that's what you want, but it's just about manifesting your goals, your dreams. So I'm going to go through this, and I'm going to stop and talk about a couple points. So it starts off, there's a thinking stuff from which all things are made, and which in its original state permeates, penetrates, and fills the inner spaces of the universe. Okay, so let's just take that first paragraph. There is a creative substance everywhere. Okay, God, call it what you will. A thought in this substance produces the thing that is imaged by the thought. Okay, so our thoughts become reality. A person can form things in his or her thought, and by impressing this thought upon the formless substance can cause the thing he thinks about to be created. Okay, manifestation. In order to do this, a person must pass from the competitive to the creative mind. That's a powerful statement. Okay, we're taught to be competitive in work, in sports. This is ingrained in us to be competitive. Oh, I got to be better than the next person. Okay. However, the universe doesn't necessarily work that way. Okay. In order to do this, a person must pass from the competitive to the creative mind. So when you go from competitive to creative, okay, no longer am I trying to be better than the next person. I'm simply just trying to create something. Okay, and that something can benefit other people. There's no problem with that. There was, I was reading something yesterday about American Ninja Warrior. I think there's a woman that just completed a certain course or whatever. It's the first woman ever to do that. She's 42 years old. So she's also the oldest person to ever complete that course. So she's the only woman, and she's the oldest person to ever do that. And so you think, well, you know, that's because of her competitive spirit. And there may be some truth to that. However, she did it for all the moms. Okay, she was a mother of 3, I think. I don't know her name. I'm sorry. I just skimmed the article. So she was a mother of 3, I believe. And so her point was, you know, mothers get so distracted by life that they find it hard to do things. So this was her personal statement to women that, yes, you can be a mother, you can provide for these kids, you can focus on your career, you can do this, but don't lose that part of you that is you, and don't think that you can't do things that you want to do. And so it's not necessarily a creative or a competitive spirit that got her there, but it was a creative spirit that got her there. Otherwise, he or she cannot be in harmony with the formless intelligence, which is always creative and never competitive. A person may come into full harmony with the formless substance by entering a lively and sincere gratitude for the blessings it bestows upon him or her. Okay? You only come into full harmony when you have a sincere gratitude for the blessings that have already been bestowed upon you. So without an attitude of gratitude, you're not going to receive anything else. Gratitude unifies the mind of the individuals with the intelligence of substance so that a person's thoughts are received by the formless. A person can remain upon the creative plane only by uniting himself with the formless intelligence through a deep and continuous feeling of gratitude. A person must form a clear and definitive mental image of the things he or she wishes to have, to do, or to become, and he or she must hold this mental image in his thoughts while being deeply grateful to the Supreme that all his or her desires are granted to him. Okay, so we started with gratitude. Okay, so this is a process. This is taking you through the process of how to get what you want out of life. So number one, okay, you have to be grateful for what you already have and for the things that you're currently receiving. Number two, you have to have a clear image of what it is that you want. Too much stress cannot be laid on the importance of frequent contemplation of the mental image, coupled with unwavering faith and devout gratitude. This is the process by which the impression is given to the formless and the creative forces set in motion. The creative energy works through the established channels of natural growth and of the industrial and social order. Okay? So we get things through the processes that are already in place. Okay? We don't have to reinvent the wheel. Okay? You'll get the job through monster.com or, whatever. Okay? Already established processes. All that is included in his or her mental image will surely be brought to the person who follows the instructions given above, and whose faith does not waver. What he or she wants will come to him or her in the ways of established trade and commerce. In order to receive his or her own when it is ready to come to him or her, a person must be in action in a way that causes him or her to more than fill your present place. You must keep in mind the purpose to get rich through realization of this mental image. And you must do every day all that can be done that day, taking care to do each act in a successful manner. All right? So you have to act on it, okay? So first of all, you have to be grateful. Then you have to have a clear image of what it is that you want. Then you have to work towards it. You have to actually do things daily. That's what this 21-day challenge is that I'm doing. I'm actively doing things every day to improve my life. He or she must give every person a use value in excess of the cash value that he or she receives, so that each transaction makes for more life, and must hold the advancing thought so that the impression of the increase will be communicated to all who they contact. Okay? I was talking to my friend Alicia about this the other day. Okay? We were brainstorming some ideas on a wellness center and talking about pricing and stuff like that. And we both agreed that whatever it is that we end up doing, Okay, we have to provide a value or a service that's greater than the cash value that's given to us. And I thought that was great that we were both on the same page with that. Okay, and that's what this talks about right here. Whatever you're doing, okay, your service or your the value you're adding to the world has to be greater than the value that you're receiving in cash. The men and women who practice the foregoing instructions will certainly get rich, and the riches they receive will be in the exact proportion to the definiteness of their vision, the fixity of their purpose, the steadiness of their faith, and the depth of their gratitude. Okay? So again, this is just a little pocket guide, and I'll put a link to this. This is good stuff to read every day. Just helps focus the mind. So this is a part of my daily meditation that I'm working on. There's other things that I'll share with you as well. This isn't, the sole resource I'm using, but it's a very important one. So I'll put a link to the full book, this pocket guide, and also I think I have a link to the audio version of it as well. If you're not into reading, you can just listen to it. I used to do that a lot when I was driving with my computer work. I would listen to these audio books and things that would help put my mind in the right focus. So that's it for this session. I'll post this video along with these links, and I hope this helps somebody. Thanks.